Yo, what is up, guys? It's Pedro, and what a crazy first half. So it is currently 17-7. We're going to talk about Chase Young's first NFL sack and a lot more. We're just going to do a quick first half recap, and then you guys can go back to watching the second half. So first off, it was a very ugly start for the offense. Really, the whole half was terrible for the offense right until the end, where Haskins really led a 45-yard drive where he pretty much only passed the ball and, played pretty good on that drive. And then overall, on defense, the biggest takeaway, the defensive line, as we expected, is absolutely nasty, but the secondary is a lot worse than we expected. Troy Apke has played absolutely terrible. Him and Kevin Pierre-Louis were responsible for that long Dallas Goedert touchdown. He also had a stupid 15-yard penalty and also almost gave up like a 75-yard touchdown to Jalen Reagor. Troy Apke has played absolutely terrible. It's been really disappointed. I'm pretty much done listening to the DC media. I guess they did say that, it is only a training camp, but still. Yeah, and then Fabian Moreau had a really nice interception at the end of the first half, which really saved us and, got us to get that touchdown. And then Antonio Gibson has played really good, but he's played pretty good. He started off really slow. I kind of felt like they kind of force fed him the ball, gave him, too many carries where, he didn't really have much potential to get a lot of yards. On one play, Morgan Moses went the complete wrong way, or it might have been the play design, but they left Brandon Graham completely unblocked, and Gibson had like a loss of like 5 on that play, and it wasn't really his fault. But, he had a really nice run, a 20-yard run, and then he kind of tripped over McLaurin, and I really think if he wouldn't have done that, he probably would have gotten a 60-yard gain on that play. But, so let's just talk about before the last drive, because before that Haskins was like 3 for 11, didn't look good at all. But I want to say one thing. Yes, he didn't look good, but besides the 3 completions he made, there wasn't a single other throw where there was enough separation by the receivers / tight ends where he could get a completion. The wide receivers, running backs haven't gotten any separation, which really has killed Haskins. They need to do a better job at that. It's really getting me mad because Haskins has been forced to throw the ball away or just, completely having to force it to McLaurin or someone, and I just haven't liked what I've seen from the offense besides that last drive. I really haven't liked what I've seen from Scott Turner's offense besides obviously the last drive. I think we should be passing the ball a little bit more. We're kind of doing a lot of the same thing, but it is what it is. It's the first half, but Chase Young let's go over the defensive stats. So Chase Young got a sack, also got 3 tackles, played really good. Montez Sweat has a sack, 2 forced fumbles. Matt Ioannidis has a sack, and Ryan Kerrigan has a sack. So we have 4 sacks, and then Chase Young has a forced fumble, I do believe. And you know what? Also, Dustin Hopkins missed a field goal. It would be 17-10 right now if he wouldn't have missed that. But one thing I wanted to mention, doesn't that 17-0 score and now 17-7 score feel very familiar? Yes, it does, because last year, week 1, it was pretty much the same exact story. So if we can come up with some good halftime adjustments, we'll see what happens. Jimmy Woolen has played okay, but in the secondary, Darby has not played good at all, and Troy Apke has been absolutely terrible. And we should be losing by a lot more than we actually are. Our defense on third down hasn't been good, but the last half quarter, last 8 minutes, our defense is playing really good, and our offense started to get some rhythm there. But I really want to see what they do coming out of the second half, because besides that last possession, that last drive, they just they were terrible. They were absolutely terrible. They got they got the first down on that completion of Terry McLaurin, and then after that, I think they got a Gibson run, and that was it. So the offense needs to, they need to do more for Haskins, because Haskins, like I said, has done a couple overthrows and underthrows, but, they need to get open for him. And yeah, that's just my take on it right there. The running backs, nothing special besides Gibson. He's done okay. Peyton Barber had a really nice run. or not a really nice run, but had a decent run. Haskins also had a really nice, like kind of a 20-yard run, and then obviously the other 2 carries he had, or 19-yard run, sorry. And then McKissick hasn't looked good at all. He has 2 carries for -3 yards, and then he has 0 catches and 3 targets. So McKissick hasn't played well. Gibson is no doubt the lead back. He has 6 carries. He's been getting the most of the carries, and then Barber. We'll see. I would have liked to see Love, because I think he has that home run potential where he can go the distance. But so far it should be a lot worse than it is, and I think we just got to keep attacking them and make sure our secondary just played terrible. Troy Apke, man, he has just been I've said it like 5 times now, but he's just been so bad. But I'm really liking what I've been seeing from Chase Young. Besides that neutral zone infraction, same with Montez Sweat, Kerrigan, Matt Ioannidis. Everyone's played good. Deron Payne, although he only has 1 sack or 1 tackle, he did have that really nice play where it forced them to lose 4 yards, where he kind of pushed him back and Sweat got the tackle. Just we got to get, we haven't had any penalties on offense, but on defense, just sloppy play by the secondary. Landon Collins had, an iffy penalty, and then Troy Apke just had a stupid penalty. Some people might say it's soft by the ref, but it was just a bad play. It was, a full second at least after he dropped the ball, and he had no business going and just hitting him in the head. The Eagles have played pretty good. Man, the tight ends, they've been killing us. Zach Ertz, let's see, Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert. I mean, really, Dallas Goedert has been killing us. 4 catches, 58 yards. Zach Ertz has 2 catches for 12 yards and a touchdown. They both have a touchdown. And yeah, we'll see what happens in this second half, man. It's been crazy. And of course, I will have a second half update or a post-game recap for you guys when the game is over. Haskins is 7 for 16, 77 yards and 1 touchdown. And Wentz is 14 for 22, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 183 yards. Oh, one surprising thing for me is the offensive line has not looked terrible. They have let a couple, at least their pass blocking hasn't looked terrible. They've let the Eagles defensive tackles get to the quarterback a couple of times, but no sacks, and, run blocking hasn't been the greatest, but overall I think the offensive line has played better than expected. At least personally for me, they've played like I said, better than expected. Gibson has played good, but besides that, the running back position has disappointed. And we'll see. The wide receivers have been probably, besides the secondary, the worst position group. They've got to get more open. I want to hear what you guys think. And yeah, second half is about to start. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash the like button, subscribe if you guys are new, turn on those post notifications, and peace. Let's go Washington.